This is a Duffified Live with Chef Brian Duffy Quick Fix on Radio Influence.
I'm a pretty aggressive individual. I go after what I want. I try to make things happen as much as I can. If I want something, I'm going to ask for it. If I'm afraid of somebody, or if I don't want to, if I think about it all day long and I never make something happen with it, I don't go after it, it's never going to come to. That has happened across the board with a tremendous amount of things that I've done in my life. I wanted to be a chef. I don't know why, but I did. My buddy Jeff, who is actually an avid listener of Duffified Live, which I love Jeff. He actually sends me great notes afterwards. Same as my buddy Panini Pete. These are guys that I look up to because they're people that, one, I like them for who they are as a human being. I like them for being my friends. So, Jeff, dude, it's your fault I went to culinary school, man. You're the guy who said to me, you should think about going to culinary school. And I remember being like, man, I'm a rugby drinking, beer drinking, cigar smoking kind of guy. I'm not going to go to school to be a chef. And I remember that all the guys that I played rugby with were like, what the fuck is this guy doing going to school to be a chef? Like, well, this was in the 90s, man. This wasn't the time frame that we're in now where everybody and their brother wants to be a chef. It wasn't like that. This was a big deal for me to leave college and go into the culinary world and become a chef. Because you know what? I never cooked in a restaurant prior to this. I had never done that. All I did was wait tables, and I was a damn good waiter. I remember I used to wait tables at a place in Ardmore, Pennsylvania called McCluskey's. And old man McCluskey was an old man, and he was an old drunk, and he owned an Irish pub called McCluskey's, and I waited tables there. And I remember I used to make a boatload of money, and there was this one time that I had this table of 4 people. It was a mother and a father and 2 or 3 kids that were sitting down, and they kept saying, like, we want you to meet our niece. We want you to meet our niece. We want you to meet our niece. And I remember saying to them, like, I have a girlfriend. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I usually would kind of lie to people in a way, because I always believe that when you're a server or whatever, you're an actor. You're on stage. You're performing. You're trying to give the best meal that you possibly can, or the best service that you possibly can. Because guess what? Service fixes everything, people. Okay? Service will clean a flat beer. Service will fix a burger that might be a little bit overcooked. Service will fix if you have an issue with your meal coming out too late. Okay? Service will fix these things. And what we do is we focus so much on the bullshit of the business that we lose sight of the focus. We lose focus on the end goal. And the end goal is that we are here to exceed the expectations of our guests. I say it every single show. And service does that.
Duffified Live with Chef Brian Duffy can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, and of course, RadioInfluence.com.